In 2025, Canada made a silent but shocking move. Millions of Asian travelers just became eligible to enter the country. No visa, no embassy interviews, no expensive paperwork. But here's the twist. Not every country made the list. Some were quietly upgraded to visa-exempt status, while others are still stuck in long lines and red tape. Why? Is it about global reputation, economic ties, immigration history, or something more personal, like trust, compliance, and political alliances? Today, we break down the 10 Asian countries that Canada now allows to enter without a visa, and the real reasons behind this bold decision. And yes, number 3 will absolutely surprise you. Before we dive into the list, here's what just changed. In March 2025, Canada's Immigration Department, IRCC, officially updated its Electronic Travel Authorization, ETA, program. Several Asian nations were added to the visa-exempt list, granting their citizens the right to visit Canada for short stays with only an ETA, no full visa required. This change reflects years of travel data, overstay rates, bilateral trust, and shifting geopolitical alliances. The move is being called one of the biggest visa policy shakeups in recent Canadian history. But why these 10 countries? And what does it say about who Canada really trusts in 2025? Let's get into the facts because some of these decisions are based on hard data, others pure diplomacy. Either way, this list may just reshape how we think about global mobility. Stay with us. Number 10, Thailand. Thailand has always been a dream destination for Canadian travelers. But in 2025, the tables turned. Now Thai citizens can travel to Canada without a visa. That's right, no embassy lines, no long waits. Just a quick electronic travel authorization ETA, and they're good to go. So how did this Southeast Asian nation make the cut? It's not just about beaches and street food anymore. Over the past decade, Thailand has become a regional hub for business, education, and digital innovation. Canadian officials have taken note not just of its economic growth, but of how responsibly Thai citizens travel. According to data from Canada's Immigration Office, Thailand has one of the lowest visa overstay rates among Southeast Asian countries. Thai travelers are known to respect entry rules, return on time, and rarely violate their terms of stay. And this reputation has paid off. In 2023, Canada added Thailand to its expanded visa-free list under the ETA system. And in 2025, that policy was reaffirmed and extended. Behind the scenes, the two countries have quietly strengthened trade, tourism, and cultural partnerships. Thai students are also choosing Canadian universities at record high numbers, another factor that built long-term trust. So while Thailand's passport doesn't rank as high as Japan or Singapore, behavior beat rankings this time. Canada looked beyond the numbers and saw consistency, respect, and reliability. Now, Thai citizens can explore Canada easier than ever. From Bangkok to Vancouver, the travel corridor just opened wide. And Thailand's presence on this list proves one thing. When a country earns trust, borders open. Number 9, Taiwan. Taiwan's place on this list might surprise you. It's a nation that's not officially recognized by the United Nations, constantly caught in geopolitical crossfire. But when it comes to travel, Canada isn't playing politics, it's rewarding trust. As of 2025, Taiwanese citizens can enter Canada without a visa, using only an electronic travel authorization ETA. No lengthy applications, no visa interviews, just a digital pass, and you're cleared for takeoff. So why does Canada extend this privilege to Taiwan while leaving out other more globally recognized nations? The answer lies in behavior, reliability, and consistency. Taiwan's passport currently grants visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to over 140 countries, including most of Europe, Japan, and now Canada. Its citizens have maintained one of the lowest visa violation and overstay rates in Canadian immigration records. Taiwanese travelers are known for being punctual, respectful, and law-abiding, and Canada pays attention to that. Beyond travel behavior, Taiwan is a global leader in technology, public health, and education, areas where Canada actively seeks partnerships. Despite the lack of formal diplomatic ties, Canada treats Taiwan as a trusted regional player. And this visa-free status is proof of that respect. What's more, Taiwanese students consistently rank among Canada's top-performing international scholars. This silent success has built a quiet but powerful bridge. So while politics may keep Taiwan out of some international rooms, its reputation walks freely through Canada's front door. In a world where image is everything, Taiwan earned its way here through action, not slogans. And in Canada's eyes, that's worth more than recognition. Number 8. Hong Kong. When people think of Hong Kong today, they think of political unrest, protests, and a complex relationship with China. So here's the shocker. Hong Kong passport holders can still enter Canada without a visa. But there's a critical detail that most people miss. Only those with a Hong Kong Special Administrative Region (HKSAR) passport qualify for visa-free entry through Canada's ETA system. Other passport types, like the British National Overseas (BNO) or PRC passports held by Hong Kong residents, don't make the cut. Why the distinction? It comes down to travel behavior, legal status, and historical trust. Canada has a long-standing relationship with Hong Kong, especially through trade, education, and immigration. Over the past decade, HKSAR passport holders have demonstrated high compliance with Canadian immigration rules. Low overstay rates, strong return records, and minimal visa violations. Even as political tensions rose, Hong Kong's travel reputation remained strong. Its airport security, border control, and traveler screening systems are among the most advanced in Asia. And Canadian authorities still see HKSAR travelers as low-risk, high-integrity visitors. Another factor, thousands of Hong Kong students study in Canada each year, and most return home without incident. These people-to-people ties have created a foundation of trust. So while headlines may suggest chaos, Canada's immigration policy looks deeper. It sees patterns, not panic. And for HKSAR passport holders, that means open doors. In a city where the political lines are blurred, travel privilege depends on what's in your passport, literally. And in 2025, Canada still says yes to Hong Kong's trusted travelers. Number 7. South Korea. South Korea isn't just famous for K-pop, high-speed internet, and futuristic cities. It's also one of the most trusted nations when it comes to global travel behavior. And in 2025, that trust has been officially recognized by Canada. South Korean citizens can now travel to Canada without a visa, using only the streamlined electronic travel authorization (ETA) system. But what sets South Korea apart from others that still require visas? The answer is simple: flawless compliance. According to Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, South Korean travelers have one of the lowest overstay and visa violation rates of any country in Asia. Their records show up clean again and again. They arrive on time. They leave on time. They follow the rules. And that behavior builds trust. Canada also views South Korea as a reliable strategic partner, both economically and diplomatically. From free trade agreements to educational exchanges and tech innovation, the two countries are more connected than ever. Tens of thousands of South Korean students and professionals are already contributing to Canadian society, and doing so respectfully. It's not just about how strong the passport is, it's about how the people behind it behave. South Korea's passport ranks in the global top 5, but it's the flawless traveler reputation that made the real difference. So when a Korean traveler lands in Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal, they skip the visa lines because they've earned it. In 2025, Canada isn't just rewarding politics. It's rewarding predictability, responsibility, and mutual respect. Number 6, Philippines. For decades, Filipinos have been deeply connected to Canada as caregivers, healthcare workers, students, and professionals. And in 2025, that long-standing relationship paid off. Filipino citizens can now travel to Canada without a visa. But there's a catch. They must meet one key requirement: either hold a valid U.S. visa or have received a Canadian visa in the last 10 years. This may seem limiting, but for millions of Filipinos, it's a gateway. In fact, according to IRCC, more than 60% of Filipino travelers already meet that condition. So why did Canada offer this partial exemption? Because the Filipino community in Canada is one of the most trusted and integrated immigrant groups in the country. With over 900,000 Filipinos living in Canada, contributing to everything from hospitals to tech firms. The people-to-people connection is undeniable. More importantly, Filipino travelers have shown strong visa compliance, low overstay rates, and excellent return records. They visit, they respect the rules, and they go home, or stay legally. In 2023, Canada expanded its ETA eligibility to include the Philippines under these specific conditions, and reaffirmed the policy in 2025. It's a recognition of trust built over time, not overnight. Filipino students also make up one of the fastest growing international education groups in Canada. So while the Philippines may not have the strongest passport in Asia, its people have earned something more valuable: reputation. And in 2025, Canada rewards that reputation with easier, faster, and more dignified travel access. It's not full visa-free yet, but it's a powerful step forward. Number 5, Singapore. Singapore may be tiny on the map, but in the world of international travel, it's a giant. And in 2025, Canada reaffirmed that status by allowing Singaporean citizens to enter without a visa, using only an electronic travel authorization (ETA). No visa interviews, no embassy visits, just a quick online form, and they're cleared for takeoff. Why does Canada trust Singapore so much? It starts with the passport itself, ranked number 1 in the world according to the Henley Passport Index 2025, with access to over 195 countries. But this isn't just about rankings. It's about behavior, precision, and global reputation. Singapore has one of the lowest corruption rates, a world-class airport security system, and border control technology that rivals top G7 nations. Canadian immigration data shows that Singaporean travelers have among the lowest rates of visa violations or overstays. They're punctual, professional, and deeply respectful of international laws. Add to that decades of strong diplomatic and economic relations, especially in finance, education, and clean tech. And the trust is mutual. Singaporean students in Canada are some of the highest academic performers. Business travelers from Singapore are seen as low-risk, high-value visitors. In short, Singapore has done everything right, from disciplined governance to responsible global mobility. So it's no surprise Canada rolled out the welcome mat. In 2025, being from Singapore isn't just a convenience at immigration. It's a badge of trust, because sometimes the smallest countries lead by the clearest example. And when it comes to travel behavior, Singapore sets the gold standard. Number 4, Israel. Israel is often in the headlines for politics, conflict, and controversy. But behind the noise, something remarkable happened in 2025. Canadian authorities officially reaffirmed Israel's visa-free status. That means Israeli citizens can enter Canada without a visa, using only the electronic travel authorization (ETA) system. And while many might expect tighter restrictions, the data tells a different story. Israeli travelers consistently rank among the most compliant visitors to Canada. According to IRCC, overstay rates are minimal, visa violations are rare, and return behavior is dependable. But trust goes beyond numbers. Canada and Israel have cultivated decades of strategic partnership in cybersecurity, innovation, defense, and education. These ties are strong, institutional, and quietly expanding. Thousands of Israeli professionals and students visit or collaborate with Canadian institutions each year, and most importantly, they follow the rules. Israeli passport holders also enjoy access to over 160 countries, proving global credibility. This places Israel in a select group of nations whose citizens are seen as low-risk, high-value travelers. Some may find it surprising, even controversial given the politics. But Canada's visa policy doesn't operate on assumptions. It operates on records. And Israel's travel record is one of reliability. In 2025, Canada doubled down on that trust. No visa needed, no hidden barriers, just proof that strong security cooperation and mutual respect still matter. So while the world debates headlines, Canada watches patterns. And Israel, quietly but clearly, passed the test. Number 3, United Arab Emirates. A decade ago, the UAE was known mainly for oil wealth, mega malls, and luxury. Today, it's known for something far more powerful: global mobility and trust. In 2025, Canada reaffirmed the UAE's visa-free status, allowing Emirati citizens to enter using just an electronic travel authorization ETA. That's right, no visa required, just a simple digital form and you're cleared to go. So what changed? Everything. The UAE has transformed itself into a leader in biometric security, smart immigration systems, and tech-driven governance. In fact, several European airports have adopted UAE-developed border control technology. And Canada noticed. According to IRCC, Emirati citizens have one of the lowest overstay and visa violation rates among Middle Eastern travelers. They arrive legally, they leave on time, they follow the rules. It's a track record built on discipline, not just diplomacy. Beyond that, the UAE and Canada have grown closer through education partnerships, clean energy projects, and strategic investment flows. The UAE's passport now ranks among the top 15 most powerful in the world, with access to over 170 countries, visa-free or visa on arrival. That's a dramatic leap from just a few years ago. Canada's decision reflects this evolution, not just in policy, but in perception. The UAE isn't just rich, it's trusted. And in a world where national image can change everything, the Emirates has rebranded itself through results. In 2025, Canada opened its doors wide, and the UAE walked in. No questions asked. Number 2, Japan. When it comes to visa-free travel, few countries carry more weight than Japan. And in 2025, Canada once again confirmed Japan's elite status by maintaining full visa-free access through the Electronic Travel Authorization ETA program. No visa applications, no embassy visits, just a quick online form, and you're on your way. Why such trust? Because Japanese travelers have built one of the cleanest immigration records in the world. According to IRCC data, overstay and visa violation rates from Japan are among the lowest globally, often under 0.02%. Japanese visitors are known for their punctuality, respect for local laws, and cultural sensitivity. And that matters. But it's not just about behavior. Japan's passport ranks in the global top 3, with access to over 190 countries visa-free. This passport isn't just powerful, it's symbolic of trust, order, and discipline. Canada and Japan also share deep economic, diplomatic, and educational ties through the CPTP trade agreement, tech innovation partnerships, and thriving academic exchanges. Japanese students and business professionals are seen as low-risk, high-contribution individuals in Canadian society, and that mutual respect runs deep. In a time when global mobility is becoming more restricted, Japan stands out as a beacon of consistency. No protests, no scandals. Just decades of dependable diplomacy and model travel behavior. So it's no surprise that in 2025, Canada continues to say yes to Japan. Because in a world of shifting alliances, reputation still opens doors, and Japan has earned every stamp. Number 1, Malaysia. You probably didn't expect this. In 2025, Malaysia quietly climbed to the top of Canada's trust list, and now, Malaysian citizens can officially travel to Canada without a visa, just an electronic travel authorization, or ETA, no embassy appointments, no long paperwork. Just a few clicks online, and you're cleared for takeoff. But here's why this is so surprising. Malaysia doesn't have one of the world's most powerful passports. It isn't a G7 country, and its economy isn't nearly as large as India's or China's. Yet Canada said yes to Malaysia, and no to them. Why? Because behavior beat power. According to IRCC data, Malaysian travelers have some of the lowest overstay and visa violation rates in Asia. They enter legally, leave on time, and follow the rules. That kind of clean track record speaks volumes in 2025. Behind the scenes, Canada and Malaysia have been building something stronger than headlines: quiet, consistent cooperation. From clean energy and agriculture to student exchanges in tech innovation, the two countries have built deep, stable ties, especially under the CPTP trade agreement. Tens of thousands of Malaysian students and professionals are already living, studying, or working in Canada, and they're doing it right. That's what tipped the scales. In a year when countries like Vietnam, Bangladesh, and even India were denied visa-free access, Malaysia was quietly rewarded, not because it shouted the loudest, but because it proved itself the most trustworthy. So in 2025, Malaysia went from being a regional travel underdog to Canada's top visa-free surprise. And that tells us something big. Visa-free access isn't about how rich you are or how big your population is. It's about who you are when you show up at the border. And Malaysia? They showed up ready and Canada noticed. Countries that didn't make the cut. Not every Asian country got Canada's stamp of trust in 2025. China, India, Pakistan, Vietnam, and Bangladesh are still not eligible for visa-free entry. Why? The reasons vary, but they all come down to risk, behavior, and politics. According to IRCC, these countries have higher overstay rates, frequent visa violations, and unpredictable immigration patterns. Some also lack reciprocity agreements or have limited cooperation on border security. Even though countries like India and China have massive travel markets, Canada isn't taking chances. For now, citizens of these nations must still apply for full visas, often with longer processing times and stricter screening. It's not about exclusion, it's about accountability and consistency. And until those records improve, visa-free access remains off the table. Because in 2025, global mobility is earned, not assumed. Visa-free travel isn't just about power, it's about trust. In 2025, Canada made it clear. Countries that follow the rules, build partnerships, and respect the process get rewarded. From Singapore's discipline to the Philippines' loyalty, these nations earned every step of access. Meanwhile, others are still waiting and watching. This list doesn't just reveal travel privileges. It shows who Canada trusts most in a changing world. So the question is, where does your country stand? Drop a comment below and let us know what surprised you the most. And if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us bring you more real, data-driven global insights. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.